Now let's see some of the reactions of carboxylic acids. So let's take ethanoic acid CH3COOH. So how it will react with an alcohol? So let's consider CH3CH2OH. So what will be the interaction? So when you consider carboxylic acids, they are able to turn blue litmus paper into red, indicate they are acidic in nature. So that indicate they can release H plus from the system. So how will you represent the reaction of carboxylic acids with alcohol? So let's represent CH3COOH, and that is interacting with C2H5OH. So let's represent this. You have C2H5OH. So during the reaction, there is elimination of water molecule from the system. So as water molecule is eliminated, now you have CH3COOC2H5, and which is called as ester. And this process of preparing ester by the reaction of alcohol with carboxylic acid is called as esterification reaction. So this is said to be esterification reaction. So here any carboxylic acid can be reacted with an alcohol to get the ester by the removal of water. Therefore this reaction can also be called as dehydration reaction. Now how will you write the reaction of carboxylic acid with a base? So now the reaction with a base, let's take the carboxylic acid CH3COOH and take a base NaOH. So any acid can react with a base to give the salt and water. When you consider here CH3COOH can exist as CH3COO minus and H plus. Similarly in NaOH being a strong base exists as Na plus and OH minus. Now there should be positive negative interaction. So there is positive negative interaction, and that gives you H plus and OH minus gives you H2O. That is already known. Now what will be the type of salt formed? In this reaction also you have CH3COO minus is the negative ion and you have Na plus. So this positive negative interaction gives you CH3COO minus and Na plus, that is CH3COO Na plus H2O. So reaction with a base gives you a salt, and this is called a sodium salt of ethanoic acid or sodium ethanoate. Sodium ethanoate. Now how will you write the reaction of carboxylic acid with sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate? So let's indicate the reaction with sodium carbonate, and sodium carbonate is Na2CO3. Take ethanoic acid, react with Na2CO3. So what are the products expected? In this equation, when you write again, you have CH3COO minus and H plus. Here when you consider Na2CO3, it actually exists as Na plus and CO3 2 minus. So you have two ions, positive and negative ions, Na2CO3 giving Na plus and CO3 2 minus. Now again interaction should be possible. Positive negative interaction. So H plus should interact with the CO3 2 minus, and CH3CO minus should interact with the Na plus. So that will give you CH3COO Na plus. The product expected is formed by the reaction between hydrogen. So let's indicate that by the reaction between H plus and CO3 2 minus. What is the actual formula formed when they combine? Cross interchange their valencies, you should get H2CO3. This is nothing but carbonic acid or soda water. So when you consider carbonic acid, this is actually water plus carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide dissolved in water gives you carbonic acid. As the reaction proceeds, there is no pressure, external pressure exerted, means there is no more pressure exerted to the system, so that dissolution of carbon dioxide being a gas in water is very difficult. Therefore the byproduct won't exist as H2CO3, rather they exist as H2O and CO2. So H2 and CO2 is actually the carbonic acid, but due to the lack of sufficient pressure in the reaction mixture, they won't get dissolved in properly. Therefore, they will exist in H2O and CO2. CO2 is released from the system. Same case if you go for the reaction with sodium bicarbonate, the only difference is that instead of Na2CO3, now you will be having NaHCO3, where you have Na plus and HCO3 minus ions. Again, Na plus can interact with the CH3COO minus to give CH3COOH plus bicarbonate reacting with H plus. So you have H plus and HCO3 minus giving you again H2CO3, which exists as H2 and CO2. Therefore, the products are same. So whether you are reacting carboxylic acid with a carbonate or bicarbonate, the products formed are same. So you will get the sodium salt of acid, H2O and carbon dioxide. So these are the important reactions of carboxylic acid. Esterification indicate reaction with alcohol formed by the removal of water. Reaction with a base will give you a neutralization reaction, giving you a salt formation. And finally, when you go for the reaction with sodium carbonate and bicarbonate, the simple method is to identify the positive negative ions and interact them so that you are getting the products.